Yo, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I see the new signs. I guess for people who hadn't heard, got a new name for the group called the Lone Wolf Pack. Lone Wolf stand up. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm doing it every time. But how are y'all doing? People coming out the woodwork. People in the bushes. So how y'all doing tonight? Wasn't sure if I was going to do a stream tonight. Yep, purple. See that when you don't show up for a while, I do stuff. Yep, I do stuff. Don't judge you. uh, yeah. See, you're not around. You can't keep an eye on me. I do stuff. Just do things. Like the like the Joker said to, "Hey Gigi, how you doing?" Huh. Yeah, I'm like the Joker. Like in the Dark Knight, he was like when he turned hard dead, like he said, "Do I look like a man with a plan?" He said, "I just do things." He said, "I'm just a dog chasing." No, he said, "I'm a dog chasing cars. I just do things." He said, "I wouldn't even know what I'd do if I caught one." I just like to. I'm a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do if I caught one. I just do things. Yeah, the thing about notifications, YouTube is definitely playing dirtier now. Now that they cut off the email notifications, now I have to just hope to find people who are watching. Now I gotta just have to hope that people will find my live stream now. I say stuff, things, and things and stuff. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, YouTube is definitely trying. They really are trying not to get anybody no views. They trying to keep as many people demonetized as possible. Because yeah, I get it. YouTube got to pay out that money. Hey, Gigi, thank you for stopping by. I mean, I appreciate everybody for coming in. Yeah, so guess we can get to the topic again. Music. How important is it to us? I hope that y'all are hitting that like button when you come in. That'll be much appreciated. Show your boy a little love. I like to show y'all some love too. Yeah. So yeah, the music. Yeah. How important is it to us? And I'm pretty sure it's probably more important to us than we know. And and when I put this thumbnail up right here, music is life. That's why our hearts have beats. That is true because each one of our heartbeats, your heartbeat's always pumping. So it's like, especially if you really like, in some way you're really having to, be around music a lot, like you're a musician or dancer or just, or sing. I'm pretty sure singers have this same connection, this same strong connection to music. It's like once you've been doing it for a certain amount of years, you kind of start to notice that life actually has a certain rhythm. You can move to a certain rhythm when you're walking. So when you're walking, when you're moving, how side is flowing, how things are moving, all goes by rhythm. And to a certain extent, it's like it's like music. It's almost like music. Just sometimes if you really just listen to certain things, be like, oh yeah, that's some music right there. Cause I mean, sometimes like those, sometimes you hear the machines running, especially certain things like some of the machines running, it be sound like you be hearing that music if you really pay attention. Be like, okay, all right, I hear you, I see you, I hear that music going. Yeah, you be all into it, ready to go. Hey, Daddy. Oh yeah, everything has music. Long neutral, everything, everything has rhythm, everything has beats. I mean, of course, like I said, like your heartbeat's probably gonna be the first, probably like the first musical instrument you ever have. And then you have like breathing, which is like kind of like the woodwind instruments. Just blowing in and out of your body, and and it's interesting how that goes. And let me see, because I got some more. And yeah, I mean, even Friedrich Nietzsche, he's even said, I don't know why it's taking so long to pop up. Okay, there we go. I couldn't see it. It popped up, but I couldn't see it. Yeah, without music, life would be a mistake. That is correct. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Think about how boring life would be if we had no music. Think about it. It's like I think people don't realize how much music influences their everyday lives. Like, people used to get motivated. Some people use to calm themselves down. Some people use stuff to get themselves hype, get themselves through the day. People just use music for everything. I mean, so much so that music is, often manipulated nowadays to to try to speed up society. That's why the music goes a little faster. Why the music like in A440, that's a frequency which is designed to keep people moving faster. But if you had it like in 432, that's like in harmony with everything. But I mean, of course, different tones do different things. But if you hear like classical music, classical music kind of calms you down. It's like different introducing different things kind of add more to either, it changes the way your body reacts to the music because really think about it, your body's made of mostly water. And if you know anything about cymatics, which is the science of sound, I mean, even if you didn't know anything about that, you should know that that sound, enough strong enough sound can vibrate the water molecules. So your body's made of most of water. So every time that sound is hitting you, or every time you put on headphones, you listen to music, that music is vibrating all through your body. So it's like, yeah, you can feel it all through you. Yeah, because that water is vibrating that music going all through your body, vibrating that water. So as a as far as that, like yeah, like yeah, your body's like and essentially your body's like a tuning fork. If I could give an example, it's like a tuning fork. I think that's the best example I could give of that. Best example I can think of. Hey Shay, that your body is like one big tuning fork that's just transmitting sound. So depending on how you use that sound is a whole different thing. And music is like magic. It's like as Marilyn Manson said, I got a it is a strong form of magic. Like music is magic. I mean, those don't believe in magic. I mean, yeah. I mean, people try to make it sound all mystical. Ooh, you make it sound spooky, but magic essentially just energy, just manipulated energy. You really think about it, you know, words, words are spells. Even me right now, I'm creating spells. That's why they call it spelling. Ironically, just put it right in front of your faces. But I don't want to, go too far with it. But yeah, music, it has a effect. It is magic because it makes you feel a certain kind of way depending on the music, and especially with dances and all that. Like when every time a new dance style is created, it's due to a different style of music. So if the music every time the music change, so does the dance. So like when they had funk, created like it was more free forming. People were you know more free, more they were just loose with it. It was just fun. They ain't really think about it. They were just want to be free. But then when you had popping, when it came to '80s, when the music came more robotic, all them locking moves started. They started getting more like the moves started getting more robotic. It's more isolation, and the locking moves changed into popping. So yeah, I mean, yeah, then of course, then they had like the DJing, the mixing of the tables and all that, which kind of bring in b-boying, which actually came in the '70s, but came popping in the '80s. But it's just like if you listen to the style of music, if you really, cause like it's like when I mean, as a dancer, like I know like when I dance pick a style and I listen to the type of music that that the style richly birthed that style, it's almost like I feel the era what it might have been like for the people there when they were dancing with this particular style. Hey, Jacinda, I appreciate you coming through. It's almost like I feel that error when I dance that particular style to a particular type of music. Hey, Venomous, how you doing? Appreciate you for coming through. But yeah, it's almost like you feel that. I almost feel like I feel that error. So it's like it's almost like I was there, sort of. But but I think like me dance right there. I think it's kind of like something when you kind of like really. But really, I think that's more of a deeper aspect of of the dance. So I mean, I know everybody hasn't, gotten there. So it's like, it's like I tell you, but it's like the feeling I can't really. I'm trying to describe the best I can, but I don't think I can really give you the most accurate, description of it. It's kind of like something you have to experience firsthand in order to understand what I'm truly saying. But yeah, music does have vibration and frequency. Venomous Silverback. And and it's like another thing, music is like in this oh, music is an outburst of the soul. Because like, as far as dance, you need you need that, to have, to put your brain for the creation, so like when musicians are, creating this, especially when they create this music, you know, they're setting a tone. So like me as a dancer, I'm just interpreting the way I feel, the way I see it. So when you're dancing, it's just like you're interpreting what the musician has already brought forth. So So with all that, it's just like music, really changed you. I mean, and I would say like as far as dance styles that I have practiced, I would say house dancing feels more spiritual than anything. I don't know why, but it's just like I think like just the music. It I think it's like something about the music that makes me really that feels like it's a deeper connection. It's but whatever dance you're doing. I mean people have a certain kind of connection depending on they how long they've been doing it and like how deep they want to go into what it is exactly. I guess. Yeah, the OJ, that's a good song. I mean, I have heard a lot of OJ's, a lot of songs from the OJ's, but the ones I have heard, I like. And there probably some songs I heard I don't know if it's them or not. I mean, that just happens. I mean, I'll just hear, I'll hear certain artists and I won't even know that that particular artist that's actually seen it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why I was like, saying, yeah, it's when whoever making the music, they express themselves through the music. I mean, that's kind of like how art works. You express themselves now, depending on how the artist is feeling when they made the music. That kind of goes into it as well. You know what I mean? It's like when you create music, it's almost like it's almost like creating a child to a certain extent. Now, now, depending on how you bring it forth in this world and what and how you raise this child is going to be a whole different thing. So, you want to, of course, when you have a child, you want to make sure you have the best environment for the child. Otherwise, the child might not grow up to be the best it can be. I mean, I'm not a parent, so I can't really speak on it, so to speak. But I can, I mean, I know that those are factors as far as like, no, I know it's a factor as far as a child. Make sure the child gets what it needs, and make sure not what it wants, what it needs. All right, purple, and and when if you had the right conditions and you set the child up where it could where it can do well, everything kind of fall into place, and your child grow up to be a successful human being. I mean, successful being. But of course, in this case, we're talking about music. But yeah, I'm gonna keep talking about. It. I'm just gonna add this in here, just in case anybody uh, you know, wants to come on and add their 2 cents. You're more than welcome. But I'm just gonna keep talking though. Uh, okay. Well, see you later, Crystal. All right. Well, but I don't really, I mean, yeah, I don't particularly like mumble rap either. But I mean, at the same time, I don't really diss it all together. But mumble rap is well, I mean, saying new age, like that ain't all new age rap ain't terrible. There's a lot of new new rappers out there that are pretty good. I mean, not in, I mean they're not in the mainstream, yeah, but there are a lot of them that are pretty good. They are extremely talented and are not exactly doing the old ways. But they are doing their own way. They it's more like they carry the torch like they like artists have done in the past, sort of. But mumble rap is a good example of a child being brought forth in this world and not having the best environment, not even being nurtured right. So you gotta make sure that you have that. But yeah, I mean, it's like when you don't when it's like when they tell you like music like, has soul, like yeah, you putting your whole soul into it. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. I'm gonna put it right there for now. I like that. I mean, of course, like I think even in the past, like looked at when I listened to certain music, I remember, and I need to get back into it when I used to meditate. I would meditate with some music in my ears, with some headsets on. I'll be meditating music. I don't meditate with the, normal meditation music. I find a song I like that I feel like, I can just vibe on and I just meditate. I usually try to make sure I have it on repeat, but I think when I did it, I think it was kind of hard for me to do that, or I would get I would get tired of the song and I'd just be ready to change it. But yeah, hold on. Okay, I see. I got somebody back here. All right, let's see. Venom. Let's see. Hello, Venomous.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, the last live I was in with y'all were gonna have a StreamYard continue over, and I think it was last weekend, and I didn't actually get into it. So I got kind of busy, and then I couldn't find after a few minutes after I got done doing what I was doing, I couldn't find the video and find out who was holding the other live, so I didn't get into it.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like if you go in somebody live, or if you're about to, and they hurry take it off, it's gonna be a while for you see it because Streamyard kind of, when it's processing, you ain't gonna see it for a while. You gonna see it for a
No,
few hours.
they uh they had already started the live and put the StreamYard into the it was one of you it was now I can't think of his name, and it's where I met you at, but
Okay,
I didn't get it. I just didn't get back to the live that was going on and find the StreamYard link.
okay. Well, you're at this one at least, so that's
Oh yeah, I try to support people as much as I can.
I appreciate that.
No problem, and that's what it's about.
Yeah, yeah. So what are your thoughts on music? I know you had a few of them in the chat.
I'm into. Hold on just a second.
All right. All right, so just till Venomous comes back, I guess if anybody's still here listening.
Yeah, I'm still listening. Give me just a second.
Okay.
I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I figured.
I'll be in the chat for just a second.
All right. All right, so till Venomous comes back in, I guess I'll keep talking. Uh, but yeah, like I said, mumble rap is a pretty good example of of the disconnect in music, because like even when you had the 70s and 80s, you always had like something to look back on. So like the 70s, when the 80s had something to look back on the 70s. For 76, it used to be passing the torch, and then I guess like whatever happened in the 90s, it was just after the 90s, like because 90s were like really music was really culminating, especially hip hop. And I didn't know until later on that it was called the Golden Age of Hip Hop, which I could see that because it was like hip hop was really booming. Like there, it was just like it was like almost like it was unstoppable. But as far as that, but reason that got stopped and then hip hop changed, or at least hip hop in the mainstream anyway, changed. So, and I mean, I don't know if it affected other types of music, but I think it may have to. But as far as that, that's what it is. Give me a sec. Okay, I say.
It's not letting me in the chat. Give me just a second though.
Okay.
Go ahead and keep speaking. it just wouldn't let me in the chat, and I was trying to use the chat for just a minute while I was doing what I was doing because I collect coins and stuff, and I was moving stuff around, and I didn't want it to be like click clacking all in the, all in the background and stuff.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I mean, I was just like wanting to hear your thoughts. I don't know if I had too much to say after this. Like that's. I mean, you wrong. I don't. I mean, I might have more to say, but I just right now I'm just mind to the blank right now. Yeah. It's, hey. Yeah. Well, no, I think I might have some more to say, but I don't know about. I don't know how long I'll be talking, but I'll just go ahead. Uh, and talk about some. Matter of fact, let's talk about something new. Talk about some new age rappers, and most of them I don't really, really vibe with, but I think there are some that kind of, go unnoticed. Like, I mean, they're popular now. I mean, they're popular, but they can't, but they can't. They don't get the fame as the mainstream does.
I'm
And one of
back.
them.
I,
Okay.
now I kind of hear echo.
Huh? You echo?
I hear myself. It may be through yours. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see
I
if
don't.
I
I don't
turn this
hear it.
down.
It might be your mic setting.
Um,
Cause I remember I first used StreamYard, and I remember I heard it echo, and it was like my mic. That was it was
I'm
like the way I
going.
said it, but it might be your audio setting. So yeah, you might have to.
I'm gonna leave and come right back in.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. You said audio settings. Let me check that out. Hold on a second.
Hey, sugar,
Let's
how you
see.
doing? Yes, yes, it is, sugar. Music is life.
Music is another window to the soul, also, not just your eyes.
Yeah, I don't know if you could. I guess. Well, I would say, yeah. Well, yes, yeah. I was like, say, yeah. You can't see music because you can write on paper. So yeah. So
It it's also I mean a window to the soul through the ears.
yeah. It definitely is. Like, yeah. Because I don't know like how society would be able to function without it. Really. I mean, I think it would probably be boring if it was if it was no music.
Right?
Yeah, I think
Just
yeah.
1 second. I gotta mute again real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I think it would be pretty dull. Yeah, yeah, sure. Everybody gotta have it. Everybody's gotta. Yeah, that's definitely needed. Everybody's got to have that. Have music, cause I mean, like I said, like I said earlier, music pushes society forward. And if you know like put on the music, depending on like how things are gonna keep moving. I mean, even with mumble rap, even though I don't particularly like it, moves people in a certain way, but not the way that probably people need to be moved, but it's moving people, moving the younger generation. And I mean, even with the newer rappers, I mean, there are some that are just like talented that don't follow the mumble rap path, and I mean they're like extremely talented. Probably even some of them might even be on par with some of the rappers in the '90s. Like one rapper I can think of that comes to mind is 6 Seconds. Like this dude's in his 20s. Like he is like one of the dopest rappers I've ever heard. Like his wordplay, his flow, and just how he and how he, his rap style is just like out of this world. And man, I mean, and he's a battle. I mean, and on top, I mean, and like his battle rapping skills, kind of, give him added, you know, adds to his already his style too, especially when he's doing diss tracks against people. I put it I'll put it here so just in case you wanted to check him out. This is what you want to put in there, 6 seconds, like the Roman numeral 6. So yeah, just in case anybody want to check that out, that's who you want to look at. But I have not heard that, but I know people are talking about it. But I mean, but I'll ask you about it on your live stream because I don't. I mean, with Cardi, the WAP might mean something that I might not need to be talking about on my stream. I try to keep PG if I can on the stream. And I know Cardi, she ain't necessarily PG. But I've been here. I've been seeing that word around. So I'll ask you. I'll ask you next time I come on your live stream. But yeah, I don't think there's too many other rappers that I can really recommend. I guess I would say Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. I mean, they all right. They're decent. I don't know if I would put them on par with some of the rappers on the '90s. I think if they were like to be in the '90s, I think they would probably be one hit wonders. If I have to be honest. But I mean, Chance the Rapper, he's pretty good. I don't know if he's on par with them, but on par with the '90s rappers, but he's pretty good. And I'm trying to think who else. Oh yeah, Crank Lucas is pretty good. He does a lot of skits with rap. Crank Lucas and Jordan Lucas, he's pretty good too. Let's see who else. I cannot think anybody else right now, but those are pretty good. I mean, those guys are pretty good. So yeah, I mean, so it's just like new generation. I mean, yeah, I was right on board with I ain't deal with no mumble rap or anything like that. So,
Sorry, I
but
had to. My bad. And I heard you. I was listening to you talk. I like Joyner Lucas. Um,
yeah,
I do like Logic.
yeah. I mean, Logic's decent.
Uh, Eminem.
I mean, yeah, I'm
Um,
hearing it okay, but I don't like how people hype him up to be like the greatest rapper of all time. Like, no, let's go ahead and tone that down. 'Cause,
no, I'm just saying I do like
yeah,
those guys. I'm trying to
yeah,
think of
yeah,
other rappers
yeah,
that I may like.
yeah.
If we're speaking of rap, I'm more into the old school, like 8 Ball and MJG, East Side Boys, uh, all that kind of stuff. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Easy E, stuff like that.
Okay.
But I do really my favorite genre of music. If you don't know what it is, and I'm fixing to say it, it's hip hop, which has really started on the rise in the last 4 years. And the main artist of that, that really started that, would be Ryan Upchurch.
Uh,
Um,
I have no idea what hip hop is.
hit no, it's hip hop.
Hip hop, okay.
Um, yeah, it's country people that do rap music, which of course you've already had country people that do rap music like Ti. If I'm not mistaken, Chingy is from down south. Um, there's quite a few artists from down south. Then you got this new song they put out um about 4 months ago, I think. It had I think it had Chingy in it, maybe. Then what's the black guy's name that is he's like country, he's gay. And I got the name, I got his name right on the edge of my tongue, but I can't think of his name. Um, man, he's a black guy. He did the video on the horse, and everybody loved it.
I don't know.
Now I can't think of his name. Um, and he is openly gay.
Hmm.
He's not hiding it behind mainstream and stuff like that.
Hmm. I mean, if he's like new, I probably ain't heard of.
He's relatively new. He's not real new. He's about 2 or 3 years old new.
Yeah, that's new for me.
But as like I was saying, my favorite genre and it would be hip hop. And if anybody doesn't know what it is, go check it out. Check out Ryan Upchurch. Do you know who Jelly Roll is?
Nope.
Check out Struggle Jennings and Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll has actually done music with Lil White, um, and a few other mainstream artists, Tech Nine, um, and people like that. But his partner is, I know you got to know who Waylon and Willie are
Nope.
from back in the day. You don't know who Willie Nelson is?
I've heard of him. I ain't heard of his music.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, his partner, they called them the Outlaws back in the days, back in the uh 60s and 70s. They his partner was Waylon Jennings, and his grandson and his son have gotten into music. You need to check those names out though. Jelly Roll and Struggle Jennings. They're a duo and they do singles. And then you got Ryan Upchurch. Um, there's quite a few of them, but they're really entertaining.
Okay. Yeah,
It just
yeah,
depends on what you're into.
yeah. I mean, from what I've heard from some, country music. I mean, it seems like country music ain't even country music to a certain point because they kind of mix their styles with other types of music. I remember,
Well,
yeah,
that's why they call this hip hop is because it actually has rap, but they're actually rapping. They're just country guys from the woods um that are going about their business. They grew up on rap and stuff like that, on all
yeah,
kinds of music.
yeah. Of course, like as a style, as music progresses, it should change. It's like country. It was. As it was originally, it was okay, but I kind of like the progression of. I remember a few years back. I remember I went and I seen Sheryl Crow perform live. That was like first time I actually heard it. I was like, actually,
She's not country though.
yeah, yeah. But I guess say like she was. Yeah, yeah. Some people say yeah, she's not country. Some people say she is. Some say she ain't. It's just like the music playing. Like I kind of like the music the first time I ever heard her. Heard her.
Right. No,
But it was
she's a good artist. Don't get me wrong now.
yeah, yeah,
And I was brought up myself on classic rock, country, and R&B. And this is what I was fixing to get into. Just like hip hop
yeah.
and hip hop and rap really came out in the 90s, the late 80s, early 90s.
Well,
Um,
actually, really, really, hip hop was actually around in the '70s. Only got popular like in the '80s and the
oh,
'90s.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was actually around. It was just like
It really
it was
it
just,
really came to the limelight then.
yeah, yeah. It got popular, yeah, in the '80s, '90s. But yeah, like people were. Until then, it was just like that was just kind of like what people did, like in New York or some in New York. That's kind of like just what they did. It was like
Right.
because hip hop was actually a culture, not just music. Music influences it. It's a part of it, but it's not. But hip hop itself is a whole culture.
I want to know what the difference between hip hop and rap is. I mean, to
I mean,
me,
it's really
it,
no. There's really no real difference to it. Rap is a part of hip hop. It's not really. It kind of goes in with like MCing. Where MC means master ceremony. So it's way
right.
like the way you engage a crowd and all that. So rap is kind of a part of that. So it's
So
more like
they're kind of one and the same, but in a way they have a little bit of a difference.
I mean
Um,
if you want to say there's a difference, it's like saying like hip hop as a whole and rap is a piece of the whole. If you
so
want to say that.
you don't think that rap came first and hip hop was
Mm, no, no, hip. Rap is one of the elements of, like say MCing, like that's one of the elements of hip hop. Like hip hop has like elements to it.
right?
Yeah,
All right. Yeah.
like graffiti, DJing, MCing, b-boy, like those are like elements of hip hop. Those are like the four elements that people mainly know of it. Of course, there's more to it as well, but those are like the four elements that people know that make up hip hop, and hip hop. Like hip hop has got its influence from African culture.
I think rap was more of a rap to me, and not being prejudiced or anything. Hold on one second. I'm having to help my mom. I'm sorry. She
That's all good.
after I got done with like rearranging my stuff over here, um she's on oxygen and I have to help her some, and she just got a new machine and it for some reason is not blowing right. So give me just a second, but I'm still listening to you.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, as far as saying, like, it came from African culture, like like the graffiti, that come out of hieroglyphs and all that. So they kind of took that element and made graffiti with it. And then, you have b-boy, which kind of comes out of capoeira, which I guess capoeira is more Brazilian, but it was influenced by African martial arts style. So still a connection there. And as far as DJ and b-boy, I don't know how that connects to Africa, but which I still gotta look up myself. But yeah, when I hear like people who like, cause like back in the day when they hip hop was I mean it's still a way of life, but when people treat it as a way of life, whatever element that person does it in, whatever when they people got in touch all four elements, whatever they were doing, they could see how it all came together. So it's like someone was doing graffiti, they were b-boying. It's like if a person really was really into graffiti, then it would kind of look like they were dancing. Hey, Lock Detroit, how you doing? You want to hop on? I got you. But yeah, I mean nowadays, people don't even try to learn all four elements of the hip hop now. Usually people just focus on one particular one and that'll be it. So it's like or if you might find some people that might work on two. But I mean I think it'd be rare to find somebody who actually practices all four elements of hip hop. But yeah, I mean, it's just so much goes into it. But yeah, that's like there's a lot to it. I can definitely tell you that. I mean, of course, even hip hop, I mean, some people would say it's like four, some people say it's five, which say knowledge is the fifth element, which I mean, just I don't think and I seen one that says there are nine, KRS One was they said there was nine, which he was adding street fashion, street knowledge, uh, you know,
Hey, give me just a minute, man, because I was on the phone with this guy about her oxygen and it cut off and something's going on and she just got a brand new machine. Um
Okay.
But I mean, I hate that this happened right this minute because we were having a good conversation. So
Yeah. I mean, I get
kind
it.
of just excuse me for a minute.
All right.
I'm gonna jump out of here and
Okay.
jump into the chat. That way I can hear you. And
Okay.
also maybe and I checked my sounds.
Yeah.
Well, it's not echoing now, but still I'm gonna jump out real quick because the gentleman will be calling back and I'll be commenting in the chat.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Like, good job. If you want to hop on and talk about some music, I don't know if if you got anything going on or you just want to chill in the chat. It's up to you. But yeah, I know. Like I forgot all the 9 elements that KRS-One mentioned. I always keep forgetting that. One point I remembered all of them, but oh yeah, you're fine, Venomous. Yeah. So now KRS-One, even though I didn't like how he handled that thing with Afrika Bambaataa, that situation with him, how he reacted to it. He did have a lot of did seem to have a lot of insight on hip hop, so much so that they called him the professor, like he brought consciousness to hip hop. But yeah, oh yeah, speaking of about it, I remember when I met George Clinton, he was telling me how African Bambaataa was one of his roadies. And he said he used to be dancing and rapping and selling glow sticks. I was like, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that till he told me about it. I was like, but George Clinton, he's a pretty good guy. Matter of fact, I have a video that kind of telling the story. I forgot to put that part in there where I told him, that Eric Body used to be one of his roadies. But that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he was a pretty cool guy. But yeah, that was far as that. I guess like as far as music, I kind of just let the old and new be one the same. But I'm just one well not let one the same. But I kind of let them be as they are. Kind of just take it for how I see it and how they're doing certain things. Like one rapper I didn't really think didn't have any kind of talent was Lil Yachty. I mean, I don't know if he wrote these lyrics or not. When he did that Simpsons freestyle on Jimmy Fallon show, but whatever he did, I don't know if he actually wrote that. If he wrote it, or if he actually freestyled it, I'm like, he is seriously limiting himself. But if somebody wrote it for him, then it makes sense. It makes sense. But if he actually wrote that and performed the way I did it, because I remember when my friends played his freestyle, and I was like, "Who is that?" I said, "Who is that?" I said, "That's dope right there." And he told me, "Yeah, that's Lil Yachty." I was like, "Lil Yachty?" I was like, "The rapper?" "Yeah." "Okay." It'd be funny if I said Lil Boat. Like, but he did his thing on it. I mean, I give props where props is due. I mean, it's just like T-Pain. Like T-Pain, he actually could sing. He doesn't even need auto tune to sing. But I mean, T Pain's like somebody who, who could use auto tune. It's like auto tune should be used as an added bonus. Like if you're just trying to make a certain effect instead of, using it to actually try to make it sound like you can actually sing. Cause it's kind of cheating yourself if you really think about it. So yeah, I mean that's all there is to it. But I mean, if anybody wants to chat, I'm gonna be here for maybe a few more minutes, and then I'm going to end it if nobody comes to talk. But yeah, I do appreciate Benjamin Silverback come back for coming on the panel. I don't know if he'll be back around if I start again, but it is much of matter of fact, I think I probably just gonna end it. But I may do something. I may go live tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to have a premiere coming up. I just need to upload it. So expect one in the afternoon. Will be spoken word. I mean, yeah, it probably won't be. Yeah, it won't be long. So yeah, once it comes on, once it starts, hurry up, get here and check it out. Cause if you don't get here when it starts, you're definitely gonna miss it. And then on top of that, I got some stories coming up. Yeah, I mean, I got some stories, some of the tales, yeah, some, you know, throughout the week. I done got some stories lined up for you. Some of it gonna be on people I met, and then others gonna be uh tales tales from my life. I don't know if you're gonna find them funny or intriguing or what, but pretty sure you'll probably feel something. So I will, start lining them up so that when time so you'll be expecting them, and I don't know how soon I'll get all of them up, but I'm gonna try to get as many of them up, scheduled, so you'll know when I'm going to hold them. I usually try to drop them at around 3 on the weekdays. I mean, maybe the weekends I may drop it. I think I may drop this around 2 p.m. Central Time. Now, for everybody, different times. I guess if you're West Coast, you're gonna catch it at 12. East Coast, it's gonna be about 4. I mean, I guess like Central Time D1. So people got different time zones. So yeah. With all that, we just got that going on, and if anybody's interested in doing poetry, matter of fact, I'll put my email on there so that people can can message me, or if you got me on if you got a way to connect with me some point, just let me know that you want to do poetry. I'll put you on the list because I mean, I don't know who's gonna walk in and do what, so I want to get people who I know do poetry or who are interested in doing poetry to join. So there's my email in the chat: masterbuilder0 to infinite gmail@gmail.com. So if you're interested in just doing well, have to just poetry, just have open mic, if you wanna sing, maybe tell a story or something, that's like some kind of art, that that you can perform, bring it. I most certainly want that to most certainly want you to do that because it will definitely be most appreciated. And with that, appreciate y'all. My lone wolves stand up. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, I know that ain't gonna get old, but yeah. So thank y'all for coming through, and I'm gonna try to get some new music out here too. Or either I do want to still have I do want to do videos of the songs I've already done too, but I want to do songs I know people are really gonna like. Cause of course, you get to hear, of course, like every time I do a bridge build, you get to hear the whole song of "Go with the Flow." So I really enjoy that song. And I'm sure you probably heard the other one, and that's Caliente Fuego. Yeah, you probably heard it. Probably didn't remember what the name of it was, but I don't know. But I know I'm definitely going to be trying to work on making some new beats. Get the people moving, you moving, grooving, getting into it. So as far as that, I will I will end this stream now. But thank y'all for coming through, and let me see if I can scroll up and see who all came through. Okay. Shout out to Raining Woman, shout out to Ariel, shout out to Ogden Trust, shout out to Crystal, shout out to Purple Love, shout out to to Gigi, shout out to Marilyn. Let's see. Shout out to Nadia, shout out to Shay, shout out to Jacinda, shout out to Venomous Silverback, shout out to Sugar Delights, and I guess that's it. So shout out to y'all. Y'all are the real MVPs. So with that, like I said before, if you wanna join the if you wanna be on the list for the poetry night or open mic, let me email me and I will get back to you as soon as possible and put you on the list. So with that, wholeness and mouth vibrations, and I will see you guys later. So I'm gonna end this off with some music. Thank y'all for coming through. I really, really appreciate it.